Thank you, Mr. Chairman, dear colleagues. First of all, I would like to thank rapporteurs for a brilliant work. It's really two brilliant reports, and today we can really adopt powerful, mindful resolution. What's going on in Belarus now? We have an usurper and dictator, Lukashenko, which is killing his own people. More than 30,000 people were put in jail. Hundreds of political prisoners just now, right now. Belarus now is like a concentration camp inside the Europe. What he is doing with people and with human rights there is absolutely awful. I want to share with you a story of one lady, Ekaterina Andreeva, who is a journalist, and she prepared the book Belarusi and Donbass. And we published this book in Ukraine, and that's why I know her personally. And she was sentenced for 2 years in prison. You know for what? Just for streaming from protest meeting. Just for streaming as a journalist, for her journalist work, nothing else. She even was not taking part in it. She was just streaming, and 2 years for this bright lady. And it's absolutely awful what's going on there. Why it is possible? Because Lukashenko now is on two pillars. First is brutal violence from law enforcement forces, but they are now not law enforcement forces, they are private army of Lukashenko. And secondly, by Putin, by help of Russian Federation. Tomorrow Lukashenko will fly again to Putin, and that's two pillars which make possible this awful regime to be on place here in the center of Europe. And I think that in our resolution we are putting absolutely clear steps what should be done. A roadmap to free, democratic Belarus, how it should be. That is, first, stop the violence, stop political repressions, and we are addressing to all the governments to make any cooperation with Belarus and Belarus authorities conditional to stopping of the violence and freedom of political prisoners. Secondly, change of electoral system. Thirdly, new democratic elections, and not somewhere in future, but this year. And after this, we will see absolutely different Belarus. By the way, language is important. Not Belarusia, not Belarusian people, Belarus, Belarusian people. And they have their right to be part of European family. That's very important. And I'm sure that the first thing that will be done by democratic Belarus is to join our organization, to become a member state of the Council of Europe, because it's the only country, European nation, which now is not inside our organization. And that's why it's very important to support this. That's why we need to do it. That's why we need to say that Lukashenko is not president but tyrann, and we cannot have any cooperation with him. And that resolution answered all these questions clearly and powerfully. So it's very good. And in the end, I want to address to Belarusian people. Братья, мы с вами за вашу и нашу свободу. Живе Беларусь!